Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in Encinitas. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, July 15th. You'll be interested to know. 61 years ago, today in 1965, a small robotic probe called Mariner 4 flew past Mars and returned the first close photographs of the planet's surface, revealing craters and unexpected details to amaze scientists. Those images transformed planetary science by turning Mars from a distant mystery into a real world to be studied, inspiring future exploration and reshaping ideas about our neighboring planet. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Wednesday in Encinitas. This morning it's looking fair with waves around 2 to 3 feet and a southwest swell. Conditions are clean until about noon when the wind picks up slightly, making it fair for the rest of the day. Expect onshore winds at 3 to 8 miles per hour throughout the day, adding some chop later on. Best time to ride is at 7 a.m. with a 0-foot incoming low tide when the southwest swell is 1 foot at 18 seconds and the sideshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first high tide on Wednesday will be 4.5 feet just before 11:30 a.m., followed by a 2-foot low tide at 4:15. The nearshore buoy at Beacons reads 73 degrees for the water temperature. Choppy conditions with 2 to 3 foot waves mark Thursday, accompanied by south winds around 6 to 12 miles per hour. Friday sees a slight increase, maintaining 2+ foot sets, but remains choppy throughout the day. Saturday brings cleaner conditions, with waves building to 3+ feet, particularly favorable early before winds shift later in the day. This morning, it's partly sunny, and it feels like 75 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 8:01, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:52. It looks like we're in for some mostly sunny weather today, with a high near 77 and a calm southwest breeze around 5 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 81. Tonight, expect partly cloudy skies with a low around 72 and light winds around 5 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Thursday will be partly sunny with a high near 76 and a south wind of 5 to 15 miles per hour. Friday through Sunday stay partly sunny with highs in the low to mid-70s and mostly cloudy nights near 69 to 70. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, the Escondido Public Library is moving back to its downtown location after more than a year in Mershup's North County Mall, where it temporarily operated during renovations. Library Director Reno Landa shared, "Our goal has been to brighten the spaces, make them more inviting and welcoming to everyone in the community." The renovations, which included solar panels and new meeting spaces, were funded by a $10 million state grant. Landa noted, "You'll see a lot more people spaces like meeting rooms," and added that the library will offer limited services in the nearby Pioneer Room until the grand reopening on August 3rd. Now on to sports. Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred on Tuesday, prior to the All-Star Game, spoke to members of the press about ongoing negotiations with the Players Union on a new collective bargaining agreement. The central issue is the owners' push for a salary cap as Major League Baseball is the only non-capped major professional sports league in North America. Manfred reiterated calls for a cap, framing it as a means to improve competitive balance. However, the league is enjoying a boom, with attendance and television ratings up. Manfred claims to have united owners on proposing equalized sharing of local revenues, although the two sides remain entrenched in negotiations. A labor stoppage is expected when the current collective bargaining agreement expires on December 1st, which could jeopardize the 2027 season and impact Manfred's legacy. In local sports, the Padres are right in the thick of it heading into the trade deadline. Sitting at 48-48, just 3.5 games back of the final wild card spot, San Diego has got some tough decisions ahead. If things don't turn around over the next couple weeks, they could become sellers. And if they do, closer Mason Miller is the crown jewel on the block. He's been the brightest spot this season, the best closer in baseball. The Yankees have serious interest, but Miller made it clear at the All-Star game that while he respects New York, he's not sold on the big city life. He loves San Diego and would be open to sticking around on an extension. He's got 5 more years of team control before hitting free agency in 2030. The tough part? Baseball America just ranked San Diego farm system dead last in baseball. That's the cost of A.J. Preller, his aggressive trading philosophy. He's consistently dealt away prospects for ready-now talent. There are some promising high-ceiling guys like young catcher Ethan Salas, but the depth just isn't there. It's a strategy that pays off big if the Padres make a playoff run this year, but it leaves zero room for error. In top news, Spain reaches the World Cup final with a dominant 2-0 win over France. In a match Tuesday in Arlington, Texas, Spain delivered a masterful performance, advancing to Sunday's World Cup final at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. This marks Spain's second-ever appearance in a World Cup final, having previously won the tournament in 2010. Spain's first goal came in the 22nd minute when Mikel Oyarzabal scored from the penalty spot after teenager Lamine Yamal drew a foul. The loss means France failed to reach its third consecutive final and will instead play in the third-place game in Miami Gardens, Florida. In business news, your monthly Netflix bill is up 29% in just over a year. Critics say Washington needs to fix it. Netflix remains a favorite on Wall Street, while also being a target for government regulators. The streaming service is expected to impress the stock market when it reports earnings on Thursday, despite the usual sell-the-news response. Analysts are bullish on Netflix and anticipate a slight beat in the company's second quarter earnings estimate. Consensus forecasts predict 13.5% annualized revenue growth to $12.6 billion, which was the Netflix forecast in the first quarter. Operating margin has increased to 32.6%. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 2% to about $65,000. Ethereum is up 4% to just under $1,900. And XRP is up 2% to $1.10. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Miles Wang, an OpenAI researcher, is leaving the ChatGPT maker to launch a new startup focused on developing AI models for drug discovery, according to several sources. He is in talks to raise about $200 million at a $2 billion valuation. Lightspeed is reportedly in discussions to lead the funding round, although talks are ongoing. Wang's startup may focus on AI models to find new uses for existing drugs, which could lead to significantly faster revenue than developing new drugs from scratch. Wang joined OpenAI in 2024 after dropping out from Harvard University. And in entertainment news, Lucky is a new Apple television thriller starring Anya Taylor-Joy as an identity-swapping con woman, revealing some identity issues of its own. In this 7-episode limited series, the adaptation fails to generate a consistent tone or theme, stripping away key elements from the original book. Taylor-Joy portrays Lucky, who is caught in a heist involving nearly $10 million and a convoluted scam. Despite a talented cast, including Annette Bening and Timothy Olyphant, the characters feel underdeveloped. Ultimately, Lucky is an uneven diversion, lacking the depth necessary for meaningful drama. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American astronomer and science communicator, Carl Sagan. And he said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known, highlighting the transformative power of exploration and discovery." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in Encinitas.